Hi, I'm architect Shilin Patwa from Meraki Architects, and we have been working in architecture since past almost 7 years. And at Meraki, we usually work with multiple parallels of designing. So that includes interior designing, architecture, landscape designing. Our practice is mainly focused on focusing on integration of different handicrafts, different styles of designing, a very minimalistic approach, and only essential things that focus on the primary functionality of clients. So I feel that so any architect, when he designs something, so there are multiple aspects of designing and execution. Architecture, interior and structural part are very technical aspects of any design. But when you see art, that is the only form which connects emotionally and which speaks of time, memories, and that evokes some kind of sense of connection for clients or anyone for that matter who is using that space. So I feel that art has to be integrated in design, and it has to be it has to speak in integration or in coherence with the architecture and interior of that space. I feel that art in a way is something that elevates your space. It is actually an element or a group of elements that gives your space a character. Without art, I think it is like you go out, visit some place, and you are properly dressed, but you are not wearing any accessory, or you're not wearing any element that gives you your personality. Basically, it gives the space its personality. So for me, I try to integrate art in all of my projects. So it is during the inception of any project or the initial concept stages of any project that we start to integrate art in that project. So it is always about uh, like it always goes hand in hand. It's never like कि architecture पहले ले लिया, interior उसके साथ में बाद में सोचा, and then art is something that covers your errors, or like it is a byproduct. It is not like that. Everything moves parallelly forward. So art has been conceptualized, and we have thought about what goes there, or what kind of craftsmanship we are going to use in our project since day one only. So this is a little tricky part. So what happens is, obviously, because clients, they do have a particular budget, and there is always going to that budget constraints in any project. But then you have to justify the importance of that particular artwork, or you have to pick the artwork or a style of craft that clients are personally connected with. So then it itself justifies that, like, giving a particular amount of budget to that particular piece. Because if a client in his childhood or during his growing period, if he or she has been connected to that particular piece of art, it becomes very easy for you to convert that and integrate that thing into your upcoming project. So see, what happens is, each and every commercial project, it has its own like character. So selecting an art piece for commercial project and residential project differs in a way that residential project is a very personalized space. It is a space that client like usually he or she connects it with their life, their personal emotions, their children's, everyone. Like, so it is a very, it has to be integrated with their family. So selecting that piece becomes a very personalized statement for any client or their children, something like that. But in a commercial aspect, if we see artwork and everything, that is something which will elevate their professional life, and which is going to help them cater to their clientele in a particular manner. So that piece has to be selected, keeping in mind that it is going to be little bit, it is going to affect their business, it is going to affect their visibility out there. So that aspect comes into it in a commercial, the same project. I would say whenever I'm procuring an art piece for myself or my clients, the most challenging part would be to actually figure out like what kind of art or what kind of like medium we can explore in a particular like project or for some clients. Here, I think a art curator would be very important in a way that they would be well versed with the different mediums that artworks can be done in or worked out with. And a curation, actually it would be really helpful for any architect or any designer, because there are many multiple mediums out there, there are many artists out there which are yet not like explored, like well explored. So we don't know everyone out there. So if there is someone who can help us out with good connectivity with those artists who are really good, but they don't have good visibility, so then that might create a huge options, I would say, or a wide variety or wide range of artworks that we can explore in our projects. So I would say in our recent project, I would talk about Jade aesthetic that we have completed recently. Therein, we were like a little bit of, we had that challenge that what kind of artwork or what kind of mural or a painting would go in the reception area. That was the first thing that any client coming over there would see first. So we approached a lot of artists and a lot of mural or sculptor designers out there, and eventually through these explorations and everything, we came down to a painter who was able to produce exactly what client was visualizing in their mind. So it was completely out of that verbal explanation that she gave, and that thing the artist could convert very beautifully on their entrance wall, and which actually came out really good. So because of that, the whole feel of that space, the whole emotion that it evokes, everything changed.